Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Unsigned free agents who could actually help the Lakers right now. The Los Angeles Lakers aren't very good right now. Yes, they're 13-11 and well within range of a good seed in the Western Conference, but no, they're not very good. Any fan that has watched them get run out of the building in 3 of their last 4 games could tell you that. There are still 58 games left in the regular season, and if the Lakers keep playing like this for that entire time, Lakers fans are not going to have a lot of fun between now and Dodgers season. So what can the team do about it? The simplest option is to just play better. LeBron James has been in a slump, Anthony Davis has fallen off from his early season MVP-like pace, and as a result, the team has cratered. If their stars play better, wins will follow. That's easier said than done, especially for 2 players, LeBron in particular, that are getting on in years. Another option is for JJ Redick to work some coaching magic. While it's possible and even likely that a promising first-year coach will learn on the job and adjust to his roster, the chances of Redick covering for the Lakers' glaring deficiencies simply through the power of X's and O's is undeniably low. That leaves door number 3, which is to get new players. General Manager Rob Pelinka didn't do much to shake up the roster this summer, but he hasn't been afraid to make a splash at the trade deadline. Trades will inevitably happen in the next 2 months. Today, though, we're looking at another way the Lakers can remake their roster. The free agent market is certainly more robust in the offseason as stars and major names become available, but there are quality NBA-level players out there right now just waiting for an opportunity. The Lakers could use some fresh blood, so signing 1 or 2 to address some needs would be smart. While fans shouldn't expect the team to turn things around simply from an in-season free agent signing or 2, these moves could be quite valuable if handled correctly. Let's look at 3 options that could help the Lakers right now. We said up top that the Lakers are not very good right now, and the biggest reason is that they are soft. Anytime the Lakers fall behind, they fall apart, and it's been excruciating to watch. JJ Redick has had to call his team out for a lack of effort on several occasions. That's unacceptable. This is a roster that needs some toughness, both mentally and physically. Enter Marcus Morris. The 13-year vet isn't going to make LA's wizened roster any younger, but he's also not going to accept being on a team that quits at the first sign of adversity. Morris is as tough as they come, and his 76 games of playoff experience will carry a lot of weight with a roster that, outside of LeBron and Davis, haven't done much in this league. Morris will hold everyone accountable, and that's what the Lakers need. Is anyone going to go at LeBron because he's walking back on defense? Not that I've seen, but I'll bet Morris would. If all the Lakers needed was someone to yell and threaten people, they could get all of that by signing our Lee Ermey's gunnery Sergeant Hartman from Full Metal Jacket. Morris can help on the floor too, with tough defense and an ability to knock down an open 3. He's a 37.7% shooter from deep in his career, and with Davis and LeBron soaking up all of the defense's attention, he'll have plenty of open looks. JJ Redick's decision to send D'Angelo Russell to the bench and put the ball in LeBron's hands more often paid immediate dividends. LeBron was putting up a triple-double every night, Russell was thriving in his new bench role, and the Lakers were winning. Lately though, it's clear that this isn't a move that can work long-term. LeBron is an athletic marvel, but his body can't handle as much as it used to. All the high-usage minutes have started to take a toll on him, and his play has really suffered as a result. His turnovers are up, his shooting is down, and the Lakers have fallen off a cliff. Russell's name has been in trade talk since the moment he signed his extension this summer, making it unlikely that he'll regain his starting gig on a full-time basis. Frankly, it would be shocking if he didn't get traded before February's deadline. What then can the Lakers do to keep LeBron at full strength? Markelle Fultz is an intriguing option. Lakers fans get bad news via latest LeBron, Bronny James trade report. The Los Angeles Lakers won their lone title with LeBron James back in 2020, but all in all one could argue that the franchise has underachieved during his tenure there. James, who will turn 40 years old later this month, is in his 7th season with the Lakers. The team has made the playoffs in 4 of the previous 6 campaigns, earning 2 trips to the Western Conference Finals and 1 NBA championship ring over that stretch. Los Angeles is 13-11 and currently occupies the 8th seed in the Western Conference. This year started off in promising fashion, but James has looked his age at times, and the rookie additions of Dalton Knecht and Bronny James, LeBron James' eldest son, haven't been enough to put what is otherwise essentially the same roster from last season over the top. As such, the Lakers have a considerable decision to make ahead of the February 6 trade deadline, before which they are expected to be active, either deal for an upgrade around the James family or trade both members of it and head into rebuild mode around 31-year-old superstar Anthony Davis. The assumption of most around the league is that LA intends to pursue the first course of action. However, Anthony Irwin of Clutch Sports reported on Monday that there is some momentum behind path number 2. Sources close to the Lakers did say that if James asked the Lakers to trade him, they would work with him to find a deal that lands him where he'd rather be, but also brings back the kind of return that would jumpstart a rebuild, Irwin wrote. If James was traded, it's also believed Bronny James would have to be part of the deal. Irwin started off his report by noting that the Lakers are not actively seeking to trade James. However, there was interest from the Golden State Warriors in a deal for the 4-time MVP ahead of last season's deadline, and ESPN analyst Mike Wilbon suggested such a move again recently as a win-win for both sides. There would certainly be other franchises around the league interested in a deal for James, particularly if he's willing to take a pay cut in the upcoming seasons. James will have the option to become a free agent again next summer by opting out of his $52.7 million salary in 2025-26. Miami Heat could get Dalton Knecht from Los Angeles Lakers in blockbuster trade. The Miami Heat have managed to steady the ship in recent weeks and are now up to 5th in the Eastern Conference table with a 12-10 record. That is decent considering how uninspiring this team had looked earlier on in the season. They still have issues to work out though. One of them has to be the future of Jimmy Butler. It is believed that Butler wanted a contract extension in the summer, but he was not handed one by the organization. He has a player option for next season. Unfortunately, Butler has continued to deal with fitness issues and has spent a couple of short spells out on the sidelines already this season. Also, his output has dropped slightly as well, while Tyler Herro has taken on the role of the Heat's main offensive outlet and thrived in that role as he is playing at an all-star level right now. Sooner or later, the Heat will need to make a decision regarding Butler, who is 35 years old and might no longer be someone they can rely on to get them to a championship, despite his proven playoff record over the years. One cannot rule out the possibility of a trade rather than risk seeing Butler walk away for nothing next offseason. The Los Angeles Lakers, on the other hand, could do with someone like Butler. It feels like LeBron James and Anthony Davis need a third star alongside them in order to put up a genuine challenge for the championship. After a strong start to the season, their form has faded away quickly and they have struggled to get wins lately. In fadeaway world, Ishan Bhattacharya has suggested a trade that would see the Lakers receive Butler and Alec Burks, while the Heat would get D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Dalton Knecht and 2031 first-round pick, LAL. Of course, this would be a risky move on the part of both teams. The Heat would be saying goodbye to someone who has carried them to 2 NBA Finals. None of the players they would be acquiring in return are expected to be instant game-changers. On the other hand, the Lakers would be parting ways with a lot of their depth. Knecht is someone who many view as having special potential and has already shown glimpses of that this season. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Jimmy Butler? Leave your opinion in the comments.